Dear all, welcome to this video on Marketing Analytics KMB MK05. We are going to discuss Unit 3, which is Segmentation and Targeting. We are going to discuss Segmentation, Targeting, Positioning STP framework. My name is Dr. Rudresh Pandey. I am a professor at Department of Business Administration, ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Let us understand what is segmentation, targeting and positioning, which is known as STP. In marketing, segmentation, targeting and positioning is a broad framework that summarizes and simplifies the process of market segmentation. Market segmentation is a process in which group of buyers within a market are divided and profiled according to range of variables which determine the market characteristics and tendencies. The process of segmentation, targeting and positioning are part of chronological order for market segmentation. यहाँ पर आपको ये समझना होगा कि सेगमेंटेशन, टारगेटिंग और पोजीशनिंग क्या होता है। सबसे पहली चीज, हम मार्केटिंग में मार्केट बेसिकली पोटेंशियल बायर्स को बोलते हैं। मार्केट कोई जगह या प्लेस नहीं है, ये हमारे पोटेंशियल बायर्स हैं। और जब हम इनकी ग्रुपिंग करते हैं, ग्रुप बनाते हैं किसी प्रोफाइल के किसी वेरिएबल से, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं ये बोल सकता हूं कि मेरे प्रोडक्ट का मार्केट यंग है, यंग लोग हैं, बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स। तो इसका मतलब है कि मैंने एज के बेसिस पे, एज के वेरिएबल पे उनका एक ग्रुप बनाया और उनको ये बोला कि ये मेरे मार्केट है। तो इसी चीज को जब हम करते हैं इस प्रोसेस को, तो उसको हम सेगमेंटेशन, टारगेटिंग और पोजीशनिंग बोलते हैं। इसको हम और डिटेल में समझते हैं। Let us understand one by one quickly. Segmentation. Segmentation comprises identifying the market to be segmented, identification, selection and application of bases to be used in that segmentation and development of profiles. सेगमेंटेशन जब हम बोलते हैं तो उसका मतलब होता है हमारा जो मार्केट, मतलब हमारे जो पोटेंशियल बायर्स हैं, पोटेंशियल कस्टमर्स हैं या हमारे एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर हैं, हम उनको आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं और उनको सेलेक्ट करते हैं और कुछ बेसिस पे हम उनका सेगमेंटेशन या ग्रुपिंग करते हैं और उनकी प्रोफाइल को हम बनाते हैं, उस ग्रुप की प्रोफाइल को बनाते हैं। सेकंड इज टारगेटिंग. It is the process of identifying most attractive segment from segmentation stage, usually the ones more profitable for the business. टारगेटिंग का मतलब ये होता है कि जो अभी हमने अपने कस्टमर्स को आइडेंटिफाई करके किसी बेसिस पे उनको एक ग्रुपिंग में किया था, तो हमारे लिए सबसे प्रॉफिटेबल या सबसे अच्छा ग्रुप कौन सा होगा। Third is positioning, is the final process and is the more business oriented stage where the business must access its competitive advantage and position itself in consumer's mind to be the most attractive option in this category. पोजीशनिंग का मतलब ये होता है कि हमें एक कस्टमर के माइंड में एक अपनी इमेज बनानी है कि वो जब हमें हमारे प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस को यूज करता है तो वो क्या इमेज हमारे प्रोडक्ट को लेके आता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मर्सिडीज और मारुति ऑल्टो दोनों कार हैं, पर जब आप मर्सिडीज सुनते हैं तो आपके मन में एक अलग भाव आता है रिचनेस का और क्लास का। बट जब आप ऑल्टो, मारुति ऑल्टो सुनते हैं तो आपके मन में एक स्टर्डी बट एक यूजफुल कार का एक इमेज आती है। तो इसको हम पोजीशनिंग बोलते हैं। To understand the STP framework, we have to understand the steps in marketing segmentation. I have discussed steps here one by one. The first step is to identify the target market. It is the first and foremost step identify the target market. The marketeers must be very clear about who all should be included in common segment. Make sure the individuals have something in common. The male and female can't be included in one segment. For example, they have different needs and expectation. For example, a Garnier's men deodorant would obviously not sell if the company uses female model to create awareness, because it's a male product. Segmentation helps the organization decide on what market strategies and promotional schemes. हम यहाँ पर जब हम मार्केट को पहले सेगमेंट करने में हमें उसकी टारगेट मार्केट को आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा. The second step in STP framework is identify expectations of target audience. हमने पहले अपना टारगेट ऑडियंस चूज कर लिया था, पर दूसरी चीज हमें ये करनी है, हमें ये देखना है कि हमारे एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या हैं कस्टमर के. वंस द टारगेट मार्केट इज डिसाइडेड, इट इज एसेंशियल टू फाइंड आउट द नीड्स ऑफ टारगेट ऑडियंस. द प्रोडक्ट मस्ट मीट द एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ the individuals. The marketeer must interact with target audience to know more about their interest and demands. For example, Kellogg's K Special was launched especially for individuals who wanted to cut down on their calorie intake. Marketing professionals or individuals exposed to sun rays for long duration need something which would protect their skin from harmful effects of sun rays. Keeping this in mind, many organizations came with concept of sunscreen lotion and creams with sun protection factor, especially for men. Third step is create subgroups. The organization should ensure their target market is well defined. Create subgroups within groups for effective results. Cosmetics for females now come in various categories. This is an example which I am discussing. Cream and lotion for girls between 20 to 25 years will focus more on, let's say, fairness. Cream and lotion for girls between 25 to 35 years promise to reduce sign of aging. So here what you are, even if it's a subgroup of females for cosmetics, here also you are grouping them into two, between 20 and 25, 25 and 35. Next step, review the needs of the target audience. It is essential for marketeer to review the needs and preferences of individuals belonging to each segment and sub-segment. The consumers of a particular segment must respond to similar fluctuations in the market and similar marketing strategies. Next step is you have to name your market segment. Give an appropriate name to each segment. It basically helps in identifying and relating to that segment. It makes implementation of strategies easier. A kid section can have various segments, namely newborn, infants, toddler, and so on. Actually, naming the segments will help you in organizing things better. Sixth step is marketing strategies. Devise relative strategies to promote brand among each segment. Remember, you can't afford to have same strategy for all segments. Make sure there is a connect between the product and the target audience. Advertisements promoting female toiletries can't afford to have a male model. Very simple logic. Else the purpose gets nullified. A male promoting sunscreen lotion has to be shown roaming or working in sun for the desired impact. These are some examples to stress this point. Next is review the behavior. Review the behavior of target audience frequently. It is not necessary individuals would have same requirement or demand all through the year. Demands may vary, perceptions may change, interest may differ even of a same person. A detailed study of the target audience is very important and essential. Next step is size of the target market. It is essential to know the target market size. Collect necessary data for the same. It helps in sales planning and forecasting. Friends, these were the steps of segmentation. Now let me give you some details on qualitative and quantitative segmentation. This is very important from marketing analytics point of view, because generally in marketing analytics we use these concepts. A qualitative or non-quantitative approach leveraging various customer attributes conceptualized through conversations with business stakeholders like your channel partners or marketing partners and customer focus groups to gather pointed data. Analytical segment, that is quantitative segment, within this category there are two approaches marketing analysis can select from. One is a supervised approach, which is classification, and second is unsupervised approach, which is clustering. I have discussed clustering in one of my other videos also. You can watch clustering for marketing analytics in my other video. Now let us understand supervised or unsupervised segmentation. Supervised segmentation, typically referred to as family of pattern analysis approach. This method stresses that the actionable deliverable from analysis classifies homogeneous segments that can be profiled and inform targeting strategies across the customer lifecycle. The use of terms supervised refer to specific data mining or data science technique such as decision trees, random forest, gradient boosting, etc., neutral networks, etc. One key difference in supervised approach is that the analysis requires dependent or target variables, whereas no dependent variable is designated in unsupervised model. I have given some examples of this. First is product purchase to identify segments with higher probability to convert on what you offer. Second, upsell, cross-sell to identify segments who are likely to deepen their relationship with your brand. Third, retention to identify segments most likely unsubscribe, attire or defect. Fourth, click behavior to identify segments of anonymous web traffic likely to click on your served display media. This comes to the end of this video. I hope you have liked it. Thank you for listening.